Variation, Part 2. In this video, I will introduce the second type of variation, which is called inverse variations. I want to use this example to illustrate what is the meaning about inverse variations. Suppose, if we have a SD card with 2 GB for storing pictures, now I define the maximum number of pictures and hours for the file size of each pictures. And not very difficult to complete this table. For example, if I want to take a maximum number of pictures is 2000, I know, the file size must be equal to 1 MB. Similarly, if I want to change, I only need to take 1000 pictures. And I want to use the maximum file size because I want to have keep the good quality. So I know how to find the file size. It's use the total number of capacity divide the maximum number of pictures. So that is 2. So if I want to take set the file size is 4 MB, then what is the maximum number of pictures? So we can use 2000 divided by 4. The answer is 500. And so you can complete the table. This is 5 and this is 8. I know the multiplications of these two numbers must be equal to 2000 because this is the capacity of the SD card. In this example, I will call the relationship between N and R is inverse variations. Why? It is because when N decreases, R will increase. Not only this relationship, but also I know the multiplication of N and R is equal to a constant. So this relationship we call inverse variations. And you may plot the graph. The result will like this. Some of you will say, if N and R is inverse variations, the shape must be like this. It's a straight line. Sorry, incorrect. The relationship between N and R is a curve, like this. And when R increase, N will decrease. Then how can we describe the relationship if they are inverse variations? We'll say y varies inversely at x, or y is inversely proportional to x. What is the meaning? The meaning is that, y times x is equal to a constant, so y is equal to k over x because this is inversely at x, so x will be the denominator. Remember, k is the non-zero constant. As we can also use the symbol to represent is y is directly proportional to 1 over x. Do you remember this notation? Directly proportional. Let's see some example. Example 6.4. Suppose y is inversely proportional to x squared. Then you can write down, part A, I need to express y in terms of x. Then I know y is equal to k over x squared. Maybe you can write down this step first. Y is directly proportional to 1 over x squared. And then this is the second step. Remember, write down where k is a non-zero constant. Because this constant defined by you, so you need to describe what is the meaning about k. Similar to the previous questions, I have one information. When y is equal to 12 and x is equal to 2. So 12 is equal to k over 2 squared. It's 4, so 48 is equal to k. And y is equal to 48 over x squared. Part B. Find the values of x if y is equal to 3. So when y is equal to 3, 3 is equal to k over, sorry, it's not k, it's 48 over x squared. X squared is equal to 16. So x is equal to, when you take square root on both sides, remember we have positive square root or negative square root. But can you see? For k is greater than 0, reject it. Any questions? If no, part C. Sketch the graph of y against x squared. So y against x squared. If you remember, the shape is a curve like this. Done, finish. Because I only need to sketch it, then you do not need to write down anything. Okay, you can sketch the shape only. For exercise 4, remember, pause the video after. For exercise 4 and 5, okay, you may do it first. For exercise 4, solutions. The question gives you the information as V varies inversely at t. So V is equal to k over t, directly proportional to 1 over t, where k is non-zero constant. Remember, mind your presentation, you need to write down what you are doing. So you need to say, write down when V is equal to 80 and t is equal to 18. So show your step, present better. And then substitute, you can find the value of k, and then v is equal to 120 over t. Part B, similar. It's easy. T is equal to 3. Substitute into the equations, v is equal to 40. What is the relationship between them? Okay, just like a curve, okay, v and t. Okay, you may check your solutions. Y is directly proportional to 1 over x squared because y is inversely at square of x. Remember, there is one of the common mistake. Some of you, okay, read the questions careless so that they will write down square root of x. Remember, this is the square of x, so it's square of x. And then you can set the equation y is equal to k over x squared. Substitute the informations, and then you can find the relationship between y and x squared. Remember, don't leave this step to be your final answer. You need to find the values of k because you need to find the relationship between y and x squared only. And then substitute x is equal to 3, y is equal to 8. Example 6.5. Similar questions with direct variations. Not only the question will give you some, we have some number, we can find the constant k, and then we can find the values back if I know one of the variable. Second type of question related to percentage change. Give you the relationship between P, the pressure of a gas, and then the volume is varies inversely. You can write down P is equal to K over V, where K is a non-zero constant. I want to find the percentage change of P if we increase 12%. So P is equal to K over, remember, increase 12%, the factor is 1 plus 20%. So 1 plus 20%, that means 1.2 V. This is P new. How to find percentage change? We have two methods. The first one, new values minus the original one over original one times 100%. You can take out k over v, remain 1 over 1.2 minus 1 over k over v times 100%. So the final answer is negative 16.67%. So P is decreased by 16.67. Okay, this is the first method, method 1. Do you remember in our lesson we discussed method 2? I know P new is equal to K over V and 1 over 2. So 1 over 1 over 2 is equal to 0.83333. It's equal to 1 minus 16.67 kV. Then, because this is the original values P times 1 minus 16.67 is equal to the new one. Then, easy. P is decreased by 16.67%. Sorry. Okay, for exercise 6, do it and pause the video. You may check. For exercise 6, same relationship. P is equal to K over V. Now, I know the volume is 80% of the original one, so 0.8 times V is not 1 minus 80%. Then, which is equal to 1 over 0.8 times K over V. 1 over 0.8 is equal to 1.25. I can change to 1 plus 25%. This is the original one. Times 1 plus 25% is equal to the new one. Then, percentage increase, 25%.